Hi guys, what is up? It is JackoNHT here, and welcome back to another video. Today's guide, I am going to be showing you how I farm my karma and my gold in Guild Wars 2. Now, how I do it all at the same time, and as probably most people already know, in the Cursed Shore, I think I've tried out all for farming this whole area, but you just get the most dynamic spawns and drops in the Cursed Shore. So the run I do, there's different runs. I sort of do them all in one big run. It takes longer, but I think you get a lot more drops. I'll show you some alternatives, of some shorter runs, if you don't have as much time or something, that you can do that will be just as good, just maybe a little bit more boring because it's not as sort of spread out. Now, pretty much this is the route. Ignore these dots. So usually I start down here, and there's a dynamic here about protecting someone. There's these waves of Risen come, and just got to protect her from, protect them from whatever, So you kill all them, and then you wait there a couple of, maybe a minute at the most, and then another dynamic spawns, and in this area here, just near this ship, this boat thing, and around, you've got to burn drowned corpses or something like that, and when you do that, it spawns about 10 maggots, and the maggots is what you farm. Now, I'm playing as a ranger, so we have a lot of AoE, but you don't really want to use barrage every time, because you've got to do 20 or something corpses. You've got to burn them all and then kill the maggot. So you don't really want to wait 24, 25 seconds every time you burn the corpse. So what I do for this farming run, I put 3 traps on in my utilities, and I also, in my traits, change my last skirmishing to trap skills, use ground targeting, and are 50% larger. So that pretty much what that means is traps are bigger, and you can put them like this. They don't spawn at your feet. You can put them over here like that. So pretty much what I do, I wish I was actually there, but I just went over there and tried my video, screwed up, and I died. That was annoying. So you go up to say my bear is one of them burn body things. You burn it, and then you put your traps down, maybe 1 or 2, maybe even 2, because they got a pretty short cooldown, except for the spike trap. Put them down so you hit all of them. Then you just sort of dive roll out of there so you don't die, and just keep on killing them. If you don't think you hit them all, use your poison volley, this one here, on them, so you're far enough away to hit them all. The idea is to hit every single maggot there, so you have a better drop chance of rares and stuff. Now, and you just do that once you finish that dynamic, which is down here. So you've done the protect village thing here, and then you've done your maggot one, which what I say is the best one to do. Out of all the dynamics I say, the maggot one is the best. I've tested it. Gives you the most drops because you kill the most enemies. So if you want to just farm, this is an alternative. If you want to just farm a short farming run, just do these 3 and these 3 dynamics. So the protect the village, which triggers the maggot run, and then what you got to do, you got to it's what's it called? You got to protect her as she walks through here. There's a little cave here. She walks around here, and it ends here somewhere, and she goes to the skill point. So you got to escort her around. You get a wave of spiders here or something, and then you got to kill a giant over here. So it's an easy quest. I can do the escort and the wave protect by myself. The maggot one, I would recommend 2. You might be able to do it by yourself, but it just take a really long time. You need 2. I remember doing it with this guy a while back. But yeah, 2's a pretty good number. You don't want too many though, because then you can't hit all the maggots. Unless you're leading the pack, then it's alright. So then you escort her around, and then when she gets here, she becomes a merchant, and then you wait 15 minutes. Then after that 15 minutes, it will the protect her little camp or whatever over here will spawn again. In that 15 minutes, you can just wait, of course, but I find that a waste of time. I teleport up to here, rather Penitent waypoint, Shelter's Gate waypoint, or Jofast waypoint. Now, on the server I'm on, whatever that's called, Sanctum of Ral, the Jofast waypoint and dynamic is glitched out at the moment, which is sort of unfortunate, but you know, you can live with it. So at each of these waypoints there is a dynamic. There's one here for protect the village from risen waves. There's one here, protect the village, and sometimes it will trigger an escort which goes from here to Jofast, and then once you're at Jofast it's to protect the village or destroy the village of Risen. And then it sort of wiped it again. And also, I don't know, this one's not great, but sometimes after you finish this dynamic, the protect one here, it triggers an escort from this waypoint here, and it walks down along the road and here. You don't get a lot of enemies along there, but if your maggots aren't up again, then you want to do that, just for more karma. So then you follow it down if it spawns. It doesn't always spawn, and the same with this one, the escort that goes to Jofast, which is actually glitched out for us now, so it's sort of unfortunate. So what I do the 3 dynamics down the bottom, the protect, the maggot, and the escort, and I come up the top, and I do whatever one of these is up. If they're both up, I'd probably suggest doing this one. Well, I like it more. They both give you about the same, but I just like this one more. So then do one, then do the other if it spawns, or pick one if they're both going. Then by that time it'd be getting close to 15 minutes. You can rather wait here for them to spawn again, because they spawn quite frequently, or you can teleport back down to Anchorage, which is the closest waypoint, and there's sometimes a dynamic here for like protect the town. There's usually one over here, but that's also glitched out for us, which is unfortunate. But anyway, so then you can spawn here, there's nothing here, just walk all the way back down here and wait for this one to spawn. Then once that's spawned, yeah, start the loop again. Last run I did, I think I got, I don't have anything now, but I got about 50 silver of blues, greens, whites, and that's not including like the aurichalcum ore, whatever, however you say that, or the gossamer scraps and all that. It doesn't include that. It's just the blues, the greens, the trophies that you get, and that's it. So you get like 40 to 50 silver, depending on like sort of how lucky you are, of blues, greens, whites, and all this crap. So what I do with them is go to a vendor and I sell. Let me quickly talk to this guy. I sell my blues. Actually, I don't know why I bothered. I had nothing. I sell my blues. I sell my greens. This is to a vendor. My whites, depending on what kind they are, I'd rather vendor them or salvage them. If they've got like say metal related stuff, like you know chainmail armor or an axe or something, I will salvage it with my mystic salvage kit, which I'm actually nearly running out of. Yeah, so to try and get aurichalcum ores or gossamer scraps or whatever you get. If they're just like leather working stuff, I'll just sell them because it's just pointless. They don't sell for anything on the auction house. So yeah, just whites I will probably sell, otherwise salvage for aurichalcum ore, which you can then sell at the trading post. Trophies you sell to the vendor, obviously, and where all the money is in the rares. Now, per run I get on average probably about 1.25 rares, but usually I get about 2, but sometimes I get none, and sometimes I get 4. You know, it just sort of varies so much, but about 2 I think is pretty good. I usually get about 2. Then you always look at, before you like salvage them for ectos, look on the trading post, because usually they sell for more than 15 silver. Now if I look for ectos now, they're at, no actually they're still at 15 silver. So if they're at 15 silver, and the rare sells for say 18, just sell the rare. It's not worth the risk. It's because sometimes you don't even get any ectos. If it's selling for less than 15 or less than the price of ectos, then salvage it, because there's the chance that you can get 3 ectos or whatever. So it's, you know, in that case, it's worth the risk. Yeah, so that's what I do with my rares. Now, my gear. I have a complete set of Magic Find gear. It's not like exotic Magic Find gear, it's just rare Magic Find gear. The reason I chose that is because it's cheapest, and in total it gives me 126% Magic Find. Now, I tried it without it, it's not a massive difference. I do get more rares though with Magic Find, and I also get more greens and blues. Whites, trophies and all that, it's just all the same. But I get a lot more blues, greens and rares, which is like where you get all your money. Yeah, so my gear, Magic Find gear, it's Explorers everything, except for my longbow. I just didn't bother with that. Explores everything, and I've got 5 superior runes of the pirate. Yeah, pretty much. I don't have the 6th because the summon a parrot thing is like pathetic. So instead of that, I put on the Traveller, which is an extra 10% Magic Find, which is really nice. Then on the weapon, I've got Explorers again, and the Superior Sigil of Luck, which in total with 25 stacks gives you 15% Magic Find. And then jewelry, these are really cheap. You can buy these for like maybe 15 silver for the whole lot. Yeah, I got green because you get like the same Magic Find with yellow, and you get like 1% more with exotic, so it's just not worth the price. So I got all this, and in total I got 126% Magic Find, which is really nice. You probably don't need that much, but, you know, why not? Yeah, so that's how I farm my gold and my karma. Actually, I haven't mentioned karma. Karma, now, just think about it, you get about 350 per dynamic. Now, so 350 times how many dynamics you got? 1. Presuming that you get most of them. I'm not going to presume you get all of them, because that's like impossible. So you will get these 3 down here. So 1, 2, 3. And then you'll probably get 1 up here. 1 of these 2, because usually they're at the same time. And you can tell if they're on or not. This one's obviously on, it's contested, so you go here and run over here, or that one would probably be spawned by the time I get there anyway. So yeah, so I'd guess about 4 per run. So that means you're getting 1400 karma, 1400 karma per run. A run doesn't take, no, it takes about say half an hour, maybe a little bit less, 25 minutes. Because it takes maybe 15 minutes to do this section down here. If you're with a little, like, if you're by yourself, it's going to take longer. If you're with 2 people, it's going to take a little bit less. But if you're with like a group of 5 or 6, you're going to storm through it, so you'll be done really quick. It just depends on how big your party is. So then you do that, and you come up here, and you got to pretty much waste time doing dynamics, whatever spawns, for 15 minutes until maggot spawns again, back down here. Yeah, so 1400, and, you know, every half an hour. That's 2800 every hour, and you can do the maths. It's quite easy just to work out how much you get in, like, you know, a 10-hour farming day or whatever. Yeah, so that's how I get my karma and gold. It's been a pretty long video. I might make a video, like another video of me doing a run. It'd just be too long if I included it now. Yeah, so make sure you get that Magic Find gear before you start this run, just to make sure pretty much you're getting all them rares. Make sure you like do the correct thing with your blues and greens instead of like wasting your time salvaging them or anything. Guys, so I hope you enjoyed. Remember to rate, comment and subscribe, and I will talk to you guys next video. Okay, bye.